again today, and we are going to be making a eggplant stew, a Persian eggplant stew called
Khoresh Bademjan.
Khoresh Bademjan. And we're making this purely Khoresh Bademjan. It usually has meat in it. We're excluding the meat. You can, if you want to add protein, you can add like 1 cup of split peas. You could fry tofu separately, season it, fry it, add it at the end to the khoresh. We are just doing purely mushrooms, but there are ways you can add protein if you want. And eggplant was one of the superfoods in our Persian video about 10 Persian superfoods. And our thoughts are with the people of Iran. Yes. I hope to be able to take my kids one day and visit.
Yes.
Okay, let's get started.
I'm going to use only 1 eggplant, and I'm going to cut it into small pieces. I mean long but narrower pieces. And then we have to, after we skin it, I want to show you how I do that. I remove this part of it, and actually we can use a knife and cut this whole thing. And I skin it like this nicely. Sometimes I leave a little bit of skin here and there. So that's how we do. And then I want to show you how I cut it. I cut it in, let me remove this part. So I cut it first like this, and then like this.
That looks hazardous.
And then you want to bring it down. You can see I'm going to cut each one of them in half.
Our ingredients prepped here.
Yeah. So this is how I do with my eggplant. And then I pour salt on this. When you pour the salt on this, it will start sweating and will take away the bitterness of the eggplant.
Doesn't matter how much salt, you just sprinkle it?
I just sprinkle a lot of it. And then this is the result. It kind of starts sweating. You can see they're all wet, but that's just the salt caused it to become like this.
Wow, salt makes it sweat. That's interesting.
Yeah. So, and also you can see some of the juices are coming out.
So how long do you need to let it sit in salt for?
Usually between half an hour to an hour. It all depends.
On what?
How fast you want to have it ready. But I usually do it half an hour. The thing is, these are the mushroom we are using. This is call it trumpet mushroom, or this is oyster mushroom, a different shape. And what I did, I cut it like this. And then I cut this in half. So you have feel like a nice chunk of
mushroom.
Nice
it
mushroom.
Shrinks down anyway.
Yeah. This is called ghureh in Farsi, and in English it is unripe grapes or sour grapes. So we usually buy this with the season for it, and we freeze it. And whenever we make Khoresh Bademjan, we add that to it to make it a little bit more sour.
Ghureh. So do you buy that? Where? I don't even remember seeing that at the Persian store. Where is it? In the
Even
Persian
the
store?
season they have it. This is when the time is grapes. Those green grapes are coming out. They bring it out and they sell it in the Persian store.
So it's in the fresh produce section.
Yes.
And you buy it and then you just freeze it.
We bring it and remove it from the stems, and then we freeze it, use it whenever we want.
Okay.
And I'm going to use half a cup of it today.
And if you don't have it, do you need to swap, like put more lemon juice or anything?
No. I mean, some people do, some people don't.
Yeah, I guess if you want it more tart, you can just
add to it. We are going to fry the eggplant. There are so many different options. You can either put it in the air fryer or put it in the oven and bake it or fry it. So today I'm going to fry it, and I'm going to show you how I do. Usually eggplant takes a lot of oil. We'll try to see if we can reduce the amount of oil.
And that's also, okay. You only live once. You enjoy the fried, oily eggplant.
And now I'm actually going to wipe the sweat from this.
Okay.
I don't wash it, just wipe it. Hopefully it wouldn't be too salty. So we have to be careful about how much salt we put on our food. Use a lot of oil in this part to make that thing fry nicely. So let me see how many I'm going to put. 1, 2.
You put this on high heat?
3. Yeah, I forgot to turn it on. Warm it up. I put 3 in there.
3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons. Okay. Another trick somebody was showing us to do is you can put it in and cover it and let it slowly cook, and maybe the steam makes it that you don't need to have too many oil. Let's see if we can do that. I don't have a cover for this, do we?
I don't have a cover for this, but you could probably just use a pan to cover it.
Well, I started a bit too early because it has to be
I know, don't you have to let it be hot? And you do all of them at the same time?
Yeah, I want to cook all of them at the same time. So you can turn it around. If I have room, I will do it.
Yum.
Maybe I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon.
Why does everything taste better oily? 4 tablespoons of oil.
4 tablespoons, and I started making those noises. Let's put the last one in there too. Hopefully enough room for all of them.
We don't have a lid for this pan, so we're just using a pan to cover it. Making it work.
Yeah.
And so the only reason we're covering it is because we want to see if that will help reduce the amount of oil.
Yeah, because if it's sweating, and maybe it just becomes a little bit more moist in there, so it doesn't need to have.
You want it to soften?
It wouldn't be too dry, yes.
So I have a trick. Do you know how you make vegan cheese melt? Because vegan cheese has a hard time melting. You do the same thing. You add a little bit of water, sprinkle some water, put a lid, and it actually makes the cheese melt. Like if you're making grilled cheese or a quesadilla.
Interesting.
So you can use this advice from Persian food to making good old grilled cheese.
Looking at it, see how is it moving along. Yeah, it's getting there. It's good. Yeah. Now this.
Do most people fry it or bake it?
Mostly, I think fry it makes it more tastier. And I've lowered the heat to medium low, so I don't burn my eggplant. Okay, if it becomes too sticky and it don't have much, it becomes too dry, I guess. So you can add a little bit more oil. Oh, that looks good, huh?
Smells good.
So I decided to add 1 more tablespoon. That makes it 5?
Yeah.
That is becoming too dry.
Smells so good.
Yeah.
Yum. So what are you looking for it to become soft, to become tender?
Softer, and also
golden.
Change the color, prettier, nice color.
Oh, yum.
Press it a little bit like this to get some of the oil out. This is very nice. This is ready.
Yeah, it's like very moist now.
Yeah. Now, some of them are ready to go. I put them here.
Dry them on a paper towel.
Yes. Now we're going to fry a little bit of this cherry tomatoes for our garnish. A little bit. I think that's good enough.
So literally just 30 seconds.
Yeah, because now you can see the skin is just changing. So we are going to use our Dutch oven to make our khoresh in here. And after we finish everything, we add, I cooked everything in here. And then I add the eggplant and the tomato on the side. And we can put this in the oven to bake in there for half an hour, or we can just keep it on the stove.
Why would you put it in the oven versus just cooking it on the stove?
I don't know, just
I guess if you need the stove, you can put it in the oven.
I guess. The thing is, I guess this is what I have done my life. I mean, my family, but I've seen people do it just on the stove.
I just remember mommy, my grandma, would put it in the oven always. She'd cover it
Yeah.
in foil and put it in the oven.
Yes. Yeah, I think she wanted to go and cook more stuff on that
Yeah,
stove.
she
They
needed the
don't have enough
stove.
space. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of oil. 1, 2. This is half a large onion, so I chopped it. Or I mean, the machine chopped it for me.
Yeah. Your appliance chopped it for you.
Oh,
The best smell in the world is literally fried onions.
yes. Fried onion, garlic. As you see, I usually put garlic in all my uh, Persian khoresh.
This is your
But
influence from living in India.
yeah, because I don't think Iranian put that much garlic in their food.
So
This
you
is
went
more,
to India and then you could never go back to Iran because of the revolution.
yes. I think
So,
the last time I was in Iran was 1978, and that was it.
oh, I didn't realize you were even in Iran in 78. I thought, so you
Yeah,
went back to Iran even when you were living in India.
I went one time. So I'm going to add my
How much education did mommy have? What grade did she go to?
6.
So it was sixth grade.
Yeah.
Because I was saying how the girls just are going into middle school and thinking about how in some countries girls, that's all the education they get. So did they have 5 kids because they were waiting to have a boy, or what was the plan there?
I'm not sure. It was interesting that when my brother was born, the whole town was excited about it.
I know she told me that when the fourth daughter was born, the what was it? The lady who delivered the baby was like, "My condolences."
No, my dad was so happy, and even I bought a radio for my mom to tell her that he is not at all unhappy.
No. You fry it a lot more than I do. I didn't know it has to be so.
Yeah, I wanted to actually change color, and
But I
the
guess
smell goes on, and then you don't want it to be raw. You want it to be cooked.
well, and also when it's so fried like that, you don't really even notice the onion in the food.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm going to add this one.
Tomato paste.
First,
How much is it?
This is 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Turmeric.
How much turmeric was it? Do you remember?
That was 1 teaspoon of turmeric,
Mm-hmm.
and half a teaspoon of this
Pepper.
pepper. I'm holding on the salt. I want to taste and see what happens because I think my eggplant is a little bit salty. It's 4 small tomato,
Vine tomatoes.
vine tomato,
Or pureed.
pureed now nicely.
We have pasta sauce.
Pasta sauce.
A little bit.
I guess it is because whatever is in here, we can use it in the pasta sauce.
It's literally onions, garlic, and tomato.
Yeah.
Actually, this kind of feels very Italian to me. Like all the tomatoes and the eggplant. No?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's some influence there. Who knows?
I bet the whole world is influenced by each other.
True.
Now I'm going to cover this and set it aside. So I'm going to fry the mushroom separately and then I mix them all together.
Are you adding oil?
I need the oil. I'm going to just add 1 tablespoon.
Well, this is the pan you already fried eggplant in, so it's
Yes.
already oily.
Let it warm up.
Could you do just tofu instead of mushroom? Like if you
Yeah,
wanted? Yeah.
we
You
can.
just kind of same thing we're doing, frying mushroom separately, you would fry tofu separately
separately,
and season
yes.
it.
And this is my favorite mushroom these days.
Mm-hmm.
So I love to use it for the food I'm making.
Yeah, like, is this what you used in that Mexican dish you made the other
Yes.
night? Yeah, that was good.
It's good.
Do you add spices to this? Or you just fry it?
No, I just fry it right now.
Okay.
I want to maybe a little bit of salt.
I guess what's the color coming from? Oh, because you're using the same spatula. Yeah. I was confused. I'm like, why does it have a yellow red tint? So I heard with mushroom, you actually don't want to wash it because then it becomes waterlogged. So with mushroom, you're supposed to take a wet, like a wet paper towel and wipe them.
Yes.
Yeah, is that what you do?
Yes, that's what I did.
So I didn't realize that different types of mushrooms have different type of health benefits. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew about the lion mane. It's good for your brain.
It's good for your memory. So oyster mushrooms, I guess, are high in fiber, good for blood sugar, good for digestion, and contains some vitamin B's. So yeah. Okay, I have a joke for you. Why are mushrooms invited to all the parties?
Why?
No guess?
Huh?
No guess?
No.
Because they're fun guys.
That's cute.
What are you adding? Salt?
A little bit of salt. I'm too nervous about adding salt because of my eggplant. But also the salt makes it sweat.
Looks good. I love when it gets golden.
Yeah. To me, when I fry the mushroom with onion, garlic, and all these spices, it reminds me of some of the food I used to eat as a child. To me, it tastes like that. I like it.
You mean meat?
It was the, I don't know, should I say this? The liver of the chicken.
Oh God. Well,
But we used to have a chicken.
I mean, it tells you that mushroom's a good alternative for that meaty and texture and flavor, umami flavor.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not like you're cooking chicken liver right now. So I'm showing you. It reminds you nostalgic of your childhood, but now it's a plant-based version.
But interesting that I told it to somebody else. They said, no, I don't think so. I said, maybe for you, but for me, it does taste that.
Yeah. It's like when I eat tofu nuggets, I'm like, this reminds me of my childhood. I love chicken nuggets so much. I wanted to like own my own McDonald's so I could eat all the chicken nuggets I wanted. And tofu nuggets taste just fine to me. I like them.
Yeah.
All right, so this is ready.
Yeah.
Set it aside. So it's salty.
Good.
Good.
Crunchy and tasty.
Do you want it to be full crunchy, or should it be?
Usually, this mushroom is a little bit crunchy when you make it. But it's good. Now we have done this. We're going to add our mushroom here.
3 cups of hot water.
And let it cook. And the 3 cups is good.
Yeah. It really does remind me of Italian food.
Yeah.
Even these like little things, they remind me of capers.
Yeah, but this is not caper. Caper is, what is caper actually?
They're sour, but aren't
But they're
capers sour?
salty.
They're salty? I thought they were sour. I don't know.
Have 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'm going to add the cinnamon in here too.
So that kind of definitely is not Italian.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I feel like I don't really notice all the cinnamon in this Khoresh.
I'm kind of got nervous. Maybe I shouldn't put all of it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want it to be too cinnamony. It remind me of one day we went to a restaurant. I
Oh
felt
yeah.
that too much cinnamon in there.
Yeah, the
So
Khoresh
actually,
was
maybe I don't put all of it.
half a teaspoon.
Yeah, it would like half teaspoon. Yeah. Let's do that, and then if we need more, we add.
Although your ghureh polo, where you
Mhm.
add the rose water and the cinnamon, that's so tasty. I like that.
Yeah, we have to
We'll
do
have
that
to
next.
share that recipe.
We're going to close this and let it cook on 4, which is medium.
Medium low, maybe, or
Medium
medium.
low.
Yeah.
For half an hour.
Sure.
It's been half an hour. We're going to check our Khoresh Bademjan. This looks good.
Sounds good.
So we're going to, today I'm just going to put everything in this pot. So I'm not going to use the oven, just the pot. Add the bademjan in one corner and the tomato in the other corner and let it cook. For
If you needed to use the oven, do you know like what you would bake it on?
350.
350 for like half an hour.
For half an hour, yes. I want to make sure that this eggplant is cooked.
You can put the eggplant on one side if you have kids like mine who don't like eggplant.
Yes. It's so tasty. I mean, it took me quite some time to like eggplant. I didn't like it when I was young. But then suddenly one day I liked eggplant.
You know, I'll be honest, I didn't like this dish as a kid growing up because of the meat in it. It grossed me out having meat in this stew.
My tomato was just died in there. Or we just let it sink in there. Let's just put it on top of this actually. It makes it a bit prettier looking.
Yeah.
I'm not going to add any more water. Just let it cook.
And you serve it in this pot?
You can if you want to, but we can just transfer it to a plate. Just slowly get it out. Just let it cook. Another half an hour. Oh, and also forgot.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
This is the sour grape. Sorry, unripe grape. So we add this in here too, and that add to the sourness of the food. And one 1/4 teaspoon of salt, because the stew itself doesn't have much salt. And just add that to it to make sure that it doesn't.
Sure.
Okay, in half an hour we'll be back to check it.
So covering it removes less water, and if you
add more water, it says.
And if you want to dry it out a little bit, then cook it uncovered.
Yeah.
Although I personally like it when it's a little bit more of
the juice, a little bit less.
Okay, so half an hour uncovered, if unless you want it more watery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it more watery.
Half an hour, we turn it off. We're going to be ready to serve.
Oh, that looks so good. Wow.
And it tastes good too.
Okay, we're gonna serve it.
Yeah, eggplant out.
Put the eggplant on the bottom or the top?
Just in the corner. Oh, it's falling apart.
But that's good.
It's cooked a lot.
I like when it falls apart. I think it tastes better.
Yeah. Am I making a mess? And then we're going to clean it up a little bit. Pour the Khoresh here. Looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
These are Khoresh Bademjan with mushroom. And hopefully you make it, and Nusha Jan.
My son is the cameraman now. I'm going to taste test this. It's good. Nice and sour. Just like how I like my Persian food. All right. Cameraman.